Hello, welcome back to my channel. It has been absolutely forever since I've posted a video. Today I'm coming to you with a video that's been requested by one of my friends, Katie, and it's just in regards to what I've got in my makeup, so like my professional makeup kit, what I do outside of work. If some of you don't know, I actually work for MAC Cosmetics. I do a lot of freelance outside of work. Well, I say a lot, not like mass amounts, but I do a little bit of freelance outside of working at MAC. So today's video is just going to be what I carry around if I'm going to someone's house or if they come to me to do makeup. So I am going to get into this video and just show you what I do carry, just so it can help if anyone else wants to sort of start up a makeup collection. They can sort of get some hints and tips from this video and then start their own up. In this video there is a lot of high-end products and there is quite a few like high street products, so it will work for everyone. If you haven't got a massive budget to go to Chanel and buy a foundation, there will be other alternatives in this video for you to sort of go out and get that foundation on. So yeah, let's get into this video. So first of all, I'm going to start with foundation. So in this video, like I said at the beginning, there's going to be quite a few high street ones and quite a few branded ones. I do carry around this big tub here and in here is all the foundations that I carry with me. So this does go from Bare Minerals to MAC to Chanel. So for instance, I do have like a full bottle here of Studio Fix Fluid from MAC in the shade NW30. I tend to mix these with, so obviously I don't carry loads, like every single foundation shade around because that would just be too much. I do carry like a few different colours so I can mix them to get, for instance, I'd carry an NW20 with NW30 to mix together to get NW25. So that's what I do on at appointments. I do have like a few products from Chanel. This is the Vitalumiere foundation, which is really good for sort of like aging skin because it's quite light, so it's really nice and moisturising on a maturer person. Then obviously we've got the Studio Fix Fluid, which all the sort of younger people like because it's really full coverage. We've got a bit of double wear in there, and again with the Bare Skin from Bare Minerals, this is really good for someone who's got dry skin. I tend to find with someone who's got dry skin, putting Studio Fix on them or even double wear, it's going to drag and it's going to start to sort of appear around the nose and sort of flake away. So with the Bare Minerals, because it's quite liquidy, so it's really nice for the skin. It just sort of smooths over everything and it looks really nice and really flawless. So yeah, just a BB cream. Again, this is from Rimmel. This is the BB Cream Beauty Balm. It's a 9-in-1 Skin Perfecting Super Makeup, and this is in the shade medium. I do have one in light somewhere, but I actually can't find it. So yeah, I do carry around this just for someone who doesn't want that much. Again, for like a more mature person who doesn't want a lot of makeup, and I just sort of do this to even out the skin tone. Even with smaller people, like, not smaller people, sorry, younger teenagers or someone who's just starting out in makeup, again, I put this on and it's really nice. If you build it up, you do get quite a good coverage from it. Like eyebrows and eye primers and stuff like that. I actually do use a lot of eyebrow stuff from Benefit. I love Benefit eyebrow products. So I've got here the Browsings. I've got Gimme Brow in dark. I've got a Gimme Brow in light. And then I've got the Precisely My Brow Pencil. It looks like that. It's really nice to get a really defined eyebrow because it's really thin, so you can really like draw individual eyebrows in if you want a more of like a defined fuller brow. Then we've got another Gimme Brow, and we've also got here the Goof Proof Brow Pencil, which is literally, it's like an angle. Oh, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like an angle. Just drawing my finger. So it's like an angled one. You can really draw the arching. So if you do want something that's like good and it does last, I'd recommend going to Benefit and just having a little try of these because they are really good. So staying on the topic of eyes, I'm actually going to go in with mascara. Now I tend to use on people the They're Real Primer from Benefit, then the They're Real Mascara. So I have this in brown and black. The extent of my full kit isn't actually here right now. If I got my whole kit or even my whole makeup collection, it would be too much to film. You'd be here literally hours. So I've just got the essentials of what I actually carry in my kit. I've then got the brand new Insta Curl Lash from MAC. So this is a black mascara. Looks like this. You also turn, I don't know if you can see this, but you turn this bottom bit and the wand moves. If you can see that, if you just watch it. And then if you do it again, it moves, so it bends, so you can really push your eyelashes up individually, and you get a lot of volume from this, and this comes in black. I've then got the Urban Decay primer potion. Now, I absolutely love this. I do find once you pop it on, you do have to leave it for about 10 seconds or so, just so it goes a little bit tacky, and then I dust over with like a really light eyeshadow, just so it sets everything in place, and you'll find your eyeshadow blends a lot better. Moving on, again back to Benefit, I have the Professional. So this is a primer for foundation. It's really good. It's silicone based, so it's really good for putting in your pores. It like blurs pores out, and this also stops. I also find this stops your makeup coming off, so it's really nice on the skin. You can use this oily or dry. It's just like a perfect all rounder. So I absolutely love that. Then moving on to concealer. I tend to like quite a few concealers. I don't actually have a specific one that I use every day on every single person. I do sort of alternate. So here I have the Erase Paste in 1, 2 and 3 because I absolutely love this stuff. It is incredible. I mean, if you use it with a brush under your eye, it can look a little bit cakey, but once you pop it on and you like blend it in with a beauty blender, it's absolutely amazing. It looks really flawless in pictures. It doesn't crease, and that's obviously what people look for in a like a concealer for under eyes, that it doesn't crease. And I always find that this does not crease, and it's one of the products that I will always go back to. So once I start running out, I will be going to Benefit to sort of top up the products that I do run out of. I've then got again, one of my all-time faves that I sometimes use on myself if I find that I've got like, if I've been out the night before and I just need a little bit of a touch up under my eyes because they're dark. I will go in with the Pro Longwear Concealer by MAC. Just looks like that. This actually retails at £18. It's really nice. I absolutely love this stuff, especially if you've got under eyes that need covering up, any blemishes, so you like tap it on with a beauty blender. This covers them and it stays put all day. Again, it's probably on par with the Erase Paste. I love Benefit and I love MAC products, but those two are literally on par for me because I do love them for different things. I've then got the Boing. I have this in 1, 2 and 3. Again, they're not with me right now, sorry about that. This is like a high, very high coverage. It's called the Industrial Concealer at Benefit. So this is by Benefit. Again, this can cover tattoos. It is so strong. Again, it's a well-used product of mine. If people do want blemishes covering up, I will probably use this if someone has really bad, like really bad acne, or I just tap this over and then blend the foundation over. Okay, moving on to like powders. Again, like I said, I have got here what is this? A Matte Illusion Bronzing Powder from Bourjois. This is what I started out with when I first started doing freelance. Was one of the products I first ever bought for my kit. It's a really nice matte bronzer. It smells like chocolate. Oh, it's one of those products that I just want to eat. It smells so good. Again, yeah, with the matte bronzers, I've also got Hoola. Again, it's probably my all-time favourite product from Benefit. It's the matte bronzer. There's no orange or like red tones in it. It's just matte. There's no shimmer. So it's really nice for contouring, especially if you're getting that really well blended look. I would recommend grabbing a hold of these because they're really good for contouring. And then I've got a Studio Fix powder in the NW25. I do have another 3 of these in my kit. Like I said, I don't want to bring everything out because it's just too much. I do have NW20, NW15, NC15, NC20 and NC25 I do believe. But these are really nice if you're popping on a foundation just to set everything in place, and it's one of those products again that I will always grab for. Especially in my kit if you're wanting to set like a really nice foundation, or even if they want a little, like if they want to look dewy, I just probably tap it around the sides and a little bit into the middle, and you'll see a massive difference because it's really nice to add a little bit more coverage. I've also got a pair of curlers in here. These are the MAC ones. Really good for curling lashes, especially if someone wants really big volume lashes. With this, and especially with the Instacurl mascara by MAC, this is incredible. So moving on to eyeshadow palettes. I do have quite a lot of eyeshadow palettes. So starting with Benefit, I have the Big Beautiful Eyes palette. So you get a Boing concealer in here, and then you get 3 eyeshadows. You do get like a couple of brushes in there, but I took them out. So that's really nice. Again, it's a really well used product of mine. Just for someone who wants a really nice natural eye, I literally just pop a little bit of that on and away you go. Again, I've got here a chocolate bronzer by Bourjois. Then here I've got the Smoking Eyes palette by Benefit. So I've not moved anything out of here, so you can see what it looks like. You get like a white shade here, and then like a grey and a black, and then you get a couple, a pair of, you get a brush and like an eyeliner, and then you get a colour here, and I think, falling out, and I think this is like, yeah, this is like a pink under eyebrow like highlight. I forgot what it's called because I've not worked at Benefit for so long. Highbrow I think it's called, yeah. Then you get a little pair of tweezers in here that I don't use, they're just sort of staying there for emergency use. So moving on to my MAC palettes. I have actually got the Dusky Rose ×9 palette, a nice, oh I don't know if you can see that, a nice colour there, so you get quite a few shimmers and a few matte in there. And then I've got the Warm Neutral palette by MAC, one of the favourite palettes everyone asks for in my kit. It's a really, really nice palette to use, especially if they're wanting like a smoky eye. It's got a really nice gold in there, and these are really pigmented. So I mean, this gold is the one I was talking about, and can you see that? It is so nice. And if you can splash out on £50, go and grab one from MAC because they're literally incredible and they last forever. I've then got one of the limited collection Gwen Stefani palettes from Urban Decay. This is the blush palette, so it comes with 6 blushes. Again, a really well used palette of mine. It's handy to have like a big palette like this because you're not having the individual ones. I am going to sort of get like an eyeshadow palette made by MAC so I can just sort of keep everything in one place and it's all sort of in one and I'm not carrying everything around. But yeah, so you can just have a look there. You get 6 blushes. Really, really handy to have just to sort of keep around and keep everything small. I've then got the Gwen Stefani, what is this one? The Gwen Stefani eyeshadow palette, again limited collection. So you can see there, it's got all them colours and absolutely beautiful if you wanted to create like a really, really nice smoky eye. And then I've got one of the best colour palettes I've ever seen. Like when I first saw it, I literally fell in love with it straight away and I was like, I need that now. And it is the Alice in Wonderland palette by Urban Decay. So it literally opens like that, and then you get a little mirror in there, and then inside here, let me try and find the thing. It's like here, you pull it out like this, and inside there, oh, showing you the colours. And then inside there, you get like a butterfly, and it's like 3D and it moves, so it's really, really nice. You close that back up, and then inside this little drawer here, you pull it out, and there are the colours. These colours are so well used. It's so nice. And then this green here, which again, it's like one of those products that's so nice. You can see how pigmented they are. I just love this palette. It's so nice for creating like a really bright dramatic eye, sort of like for if you're into Leeds Fest and you want to look a little bit funky, this is a palette I'd probably go to. Again, it's limited edition, so I don't know if you'll be able to grab one of these palettes anymore. But I mean, you can try. You can always grab one on eBay. I think they're retailing at around £40 on eBay. Wasn't much like more than what I paid for. I think I paid like 38. So again, it's like £2 difference. I also carry around this little Naked 3 box from Urban Decay, and inside here it's just got little things like it's got like lash glue and clips, a couple of clear glosses, some eyelash scissors, a glitter. So yeah, it's just like all the loose bits that I need. And then inside this little bag here I have loads of glitter and foundation samples from MAC. Just absolute loads. I don't want to get all these out because there's just too many, but you get the gist of what I carry around in there. So if someone's wanting like a little bit of glitter on the lid, this is really handy to have just everything in one and I can just carry it around. These are all eyeliners that I carry around. Liners, lip liners, so you've got like a couple of like an eyeliner in there that's white. Yeah, just different ones really. Like if people want like a pink like waterline, everything's in there for these for me to use, so it's really handy to carry all these around. And then in there as well there's like loads of MAC lip pencils that I like to use if you're using lipstick, but again just like a handy pot to carry around so you can pop everything in there and it's all just in one. Makeup brushes. I have actually built up a really, really nice makeup brush set. So here are my makeup brushes that I actually use for work as well as outside, because these are your personal brushes to work. If you forget your brushes, you can't do anything. You've got to run around the counter, ask people for brushes and this and that. So it's really hard and really important that you take your own brushes to work. I use these again on a freelance. If I was to go out or if people would come to me, this is what I'd use. They're really, really nice MAC brushes. I couldn't give them enough hype. I love them so much. This is the makeup brush collection that I've collected since I've been working at MAC, and I don't know, I love these brushes. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you for watching this video. And if there's any questions that you would like to know on any of the products that I've shown you today, just give me a message or give me like a Facebook. I'm going to put all my sort of like social media profiles in the comments bar. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!